Listen, I gotta do it. We're talking about the Hat Man. I'm gonna put up the tweet that made this man so popular. You ever get so tired you start seeing spiders? Me, after I take 17 Benadryl and start seeing the Hat Man. The who? Oh, this is not a safe space, certainly. Today, we're gonna be talking about a close friend of mine, the Hat Man.
Here's where it gets crazy. If you Google the Hat Man and you look at the images, you'll see a bunch of different variations of what the Hat Man might look like.
The Hat Man went from a Benadryl joke on Twitter to a worldwide phenomenon. Why is everybody seeing the Hat Man? And most importantly, why are people seeing this hatted shadow figure after taking Benadryl? For the last 20 years, people have been reporting the Hat Man after taking Benadryl or other substances. People have even reported this man during sleep paralysis, just staring at them from the corner. He doesn't do any harm, he just stares at you and you get very scared for some reason. Many say this entity, the shadow figure, feeds off of fear. That's why he just stares at you to scare you. The active ingredient in Benadryl, diphenhydramine, is the reason a lot of people hallucinate and see the Hat Man or spiders in the room. This usually happens when people take more than the recommended dose, but it can also happen when you take a regular dose too, depending on obviously your tolerance and how your brain works. The Hat Man was a popular thing before the whole Benadryl meme became a thing, but now everyone knows who the Hat Man is. People have reported on Twitter, which is, it's not real. Like, a lot of people make shit up all the time. People want to take 15 Benadryl and have intercourse relations with the Hat Man, First date ideas. Take 23 Benadryl, fight the Hat Man. Everyone's obsessed with the Hat Man in 2022 and 2023. Is the Hat Man a sleep paralysis hallucination or something more sinister? People that reported seeing the Hat Man only see him when they're in some kind of emotional instability. For example, going through sleep paralysis, you're going to be terrified waking up, looking around the room. I think the last thing you want to see is a 6 to 10 feet tall shadow figure with a hat on staring at you. Some people also report that he has like red glowing eyes or yellow glowing eyes. Other people report no discernible facial features, just, all shadow. What's weird about this guy is that he is present all across the globe. Usually things will be niche. Like, you would have thought the Hat Man is like a US thing, right? People all over the globe report seeing the Hat Man. This is a global thing. Everyone also reports seeing him wearing a trench coat. A lot of people have theorized that all of this combination of horror, like Freddy Krueger, Jeepers Creepers, all that stuff kind of mixed together, and the Babadook, can't forget that awful movie, kind of mixed together and formed this Hat Man, but that doesn't explain the sightings going back to the 1990s. I feel like the globe was not as connected as they were in the 2010 to 2020, so I feel like seeing it in the 90s being a global thing, it's something to be talked about. This could just be natural wiring in the human brain to be scared of this tall shadow figure, Usually when people see the Hat Man, they'll see spiders before him, and that's, all of us don't really like spiders, I see one, I go the other way, or I kill it. A lot of people that see the Hat Man don't believe he's a superstition or a hallucination. They believe he's a real supernatural force, and they've been visited by him. Many people recall a deep and intense terror seeing this man. The weird thing about the Hat Man hallucination, sightings, whatever you want to call it, is that usually hallucinations, if you have them, they'll disappear if you have sleep paralysis. The Hat Man will walk away and then vanish, like a human would, He'd walk into the hallway through the door, poof, gone. It's just really weird. Usually hallucinations don't have that kind of animation to them, especially the stationary Hat Man. The one common thing among Hat Man sightings is that he always visits people that have trauma recently. For example, somebody ODing on something like Benadryl or whatever else, don't do that. Literally, that's traumatizing to your brain and body, so it makes sense that those people would see him. Or somebody that's gone through insane amounts of events in real life, like traumatizing mentally, physically, whatever. They report seeing him too during sleep paralysis or in their dreams. Other theories are saying that there are these creatures referred to as the Shades that were in religious texts, and that refers to the Hat Man, and he's actually been around for forever. Other theories claim he's not a hallucination or a shadow person or whatever. He's a creature from another dimension. Many people that see him also report having other sleep paralysis entities visit them, but none as terrifying as the Hat Man. As someone that has seen him before, I can definitely agree, there's something different about it. I don't know what to say about that, it's just very scary. So, the truth about the Hat Man? Nobody really knows. He's just this terrifying shadow figure with a hat that comes to you after you trip off of Benadryl, substances, have trauma, sleep paralysis. He just appears at so many random times, nobody can pinpoint why this happens. This is a true mystery, because why is this so common for everyone across the entire globe to have this hallucination, this vision of this hatted man that's a shadow figure. He feeds off of our fear.
It's said that when you see him, he emanates negative energy and feeds off the fear he generates. While some have reported seeing him open and shut doors, he's often reported as just standing there, staring at you, peering deep into your soul. Some believe
he stares at us, then walks away like nothing happened after he's done. I'm glad in 2023 and 2022 we can make a ton of memes about the Hat Man because they are hilarious. But something about this mystery definitely is always on my mind. Is the human mind a iCloud, all of our thoughts uploaded in there? We just all have this shared trauma of this Hat Man. You know who the Hat Man reminds me of, actually? The Plague Doctor, you know? Shadowy figure. This is the plushie, I'm sorry, it's not scary. Shadowy figure with a hat. You know? Maybe that could explain something. Maybe it's a toned down version of the Plague Doctor. Maybe he is just a hallucination. Maybe he's some sinister force that feeds off of our fear from another dimension. Maybe it's some kind of alien visitor. You know? Who knows? Or it's just the clothes on your chair that came to life and you think it's a man in a hat. Whatever the Hat Man may be, he's definitely scary. And this mystery about him will remain unsolved until we can have more concrete evidence and actual studies into why this is happening. Apparently, the football quarterback Aaron Rodgers saw the Hat Man too. Apparently he went to Peru while on ayahuasca and saw the Hat Man. Ayahuasca, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a plant-based psychedelic, so that would make sense that he would hallucinate or get visited by this sinister force. So it says right here, he will sometimes appear in the distance, usually veiled by darkness, holding the corpse of a dead rabbit and sometimes a blade. You know, I'm not even sure if this is true, but this is hilarious to read. Because, like, teammates are concerned for the quarterback, who now fears being in the locker room alone after he claims the lights start to flicker and turn off one by one. I need to get Aaron Rodgers on here to confirm or deny this, you know? Yeah, regardless if that's true or not, that's, you know, we're just gonna assume it's true here for the bit. That's crazy and hilarious at the same time. You know, the theories out right now, a lot of them make sense, but they can easily be countered with other arguments too. The trauma one versus people without trauma that still see him. The Benadryl and substance abuse leading to seeing him versus people that don't do that stuff and just have sleep paralysis and see him. It's all very contradicting. There's a lot of factors that go into this. One thing's for sure. Hat Man might visit you sooner than you expect. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I post. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think about the Hat Man in the comment section below.